what's up? You're watching Cheap Seats. I'm Riley. That's Graydon. And today we're doing our predictions for Week 18 of the NFL regular season. We are at the end.
We made it.
Yeah, there was a light at the end of the tunnel.
A storybook ending too, Riley. 3 divisional titles up for grabs. An AFC playoff spot up for grabs. And there's something else, man. And the top spot of the NFC. How could we forget?
And the top spot. Oh, no. Top spot of the NFL draft also up for grabs. Patriots got it right now. Titans second in line. Browns are third.
Come on, Brownies.
Come on. There's a lot of implications here. There are some games that straight up don't matter at all.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people who are going to be playing for the first time this week because people are resting their starters. There's a few coaches who are resting this week too. Yeah, they're going to sit out.
Andy Reid said he's going to be in a chair most of the game.
He's not. No, he's not even going to the stadium.
Oh, really?
No.
Where's he going? Punta Cana?
What was that?
Punta Cana?
What's that?
Punta Cana? I think it's a place in Mexico.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. He's just resting this week. He doesn't want to get injured for the playoffs.
That makes sense, man.
Yeah.
Big Red.
Yep. What else is going on?
A lot of incentives, man. Come week 18, even in those games that don't matter. The biggest one on the board is Geno Smith. He's got $6 million on the line. For big football or for not big football fans, rather, sometimes players in their contracts have little incentives.
Yeah, for instance, if you win 10 games, you get $2 million extra.
Yeah, that's one of Geno's. Another one is he's 185 passing yards away from his marker of another $2 million incentive. And if he throws for 69.7% completion rate, I think that'll move his season average to X amount, which will give him another $2 million.
Yeah.
So in a game that really doesn't matter, $6 million matters to everyone. I don't care who you are.
Yeah. Another thing that is really cool is the Browns are going to be starting their 4th quarterback.
Bailey Zapman Zappy.
And that's awesome because last year we started 5 quarterbacks and we made the playoffs. Yeah. And this year we started 4 quarterbacks and we're probably maybe going to have the number 1 draft pick and be the worst team in the league.
Which is great.
I think we were 1 quarterback short.
1 quarterback short. Who could it have been? I'm trying to think who was on the roster at some point.
We probably could, like Alex Smith, maybe.
Yeah, that would have
come
cool.
back.
That would have been nice.
Yeah, or Matt Ryan. Yeah. I don't know. We needed somebody who people were like, wait, can he play football? He's old.
I'm gonna say fuck it. Bring on Cam Ward.
You think so?
Why not?
They just restructured Deshaun's contract to be another 2 years there for sure.
Well, right, but restructured it so it's less money on the back end.
Right, but I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't think they're going to draft a quarterback.
I don't care anymore.
I think they're going to draft Travis Hunter.
That'd be fine.
That's cool, I guess.
He's good.
He could play quarterback, maybe.
Yeah, probably. He can play whatever he wants.
He'll play a bunch of shit. I mean, that's kind of his thing.
Your boy Mike Evans is 85 yards and 5 catches away from a $3 million incentive.
I don't care about that. He needs the 1,000 yards. It's 11 years straight for 1,000 yards. He can do it.
Well, I think that's what the 85 is.
I know, but I don't care about I don't care about the money. Mike doesn't care about the money either. He's all about catching that rock.
Everyone cares about the
money.
No,
they don't.
This is the whole point of the job.
Yeah, Malik Neighbors is he's somewhere away from an incentive.
Yeah, and if they win, they really crashed out.
Yeah.
Them and the Pats, they can't win their games. And the Pats are playing the backup Bills, and the Giants are playing probably someone stinky.
Who?
I have it somewhere.
What? The Titans are playing the backup Texans.
Titans are playing backup Texans. Yeah, I said Giants.
Giants?
Because you said Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, Giants.
They must be on bye. No, they're playing the Eagles.
Oh, yeah. They're playing the backup Eagles. No Saquon, except he's playing a few snaps at linebacker.
He said he wanted to try that out.
Yeah.
He said, suck on this, Eric Dickerson.
Yeah, he said, suck on this, Nick Sirianni. Don't make me sit out. No, I'm going to still play somehow. I don't know. Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Everybody.
How's it been?
Do you want to tell them the truth about you?
Yeah, I got everything I wanted for the new year. I've had influenza B all week, and I haven't really left my house. I've watched over 11 movies, and I cooked myself a soup full of ginger and garlic and every potent thing you could ever imagine. Made it as spicy as I could. Couldn't taste it.
Yeah.
Couldn't taste it. Drank the broth.
Ugh. Yeah, and I haven't seen him since last year. This is the first time I've seen him because I don't want to sit next to a sick person. Nothing against it. I just don't want to get sick, really.
I feel like I'm turning the corner, maybe.
Yeah, it feels more like you're turning the coroner on because he's about to see your dead body.
Oh, does that turn corners on?
Yep, that's their whole thing.
I'm sweating profusely.
Yeah. I know you are. We had a fight about the heat. I wanted to keep the heat on because it's very cold. It's snowing. It's a winter wonderland.
You can see it.
In Detroit. Yeah, that's gross. Yep. Anybody ever sold shirts that are just they got sweat stains built in?
Like the pea stains, Tim Robinson.
Calico cut pants.
Calico cut pants, yeah.
Okay.
But sweat stains, big pit stains.
I like that.
I feel like you could just wear a black shirt.
What?
You don't really see sweat in black shirts.
Oh, no, I'm saying I want it to have, like, noticeable pit stains.
Oh, you like them.
No, I don't like them. I think some other people, like, it would be funny if, like, it came with them.
Oh.
So then it's like nobody, you know what I mean? It's just like, oh, look. And then everybody's like, ew. And then they smell it. And they're like, wait a second. You smell amazing.
Yeah.
Speed stick.
Or like cum stains. Big splooge.
Like
like
jizz?
Yeah, like a jizz spot on
like
a shirt.
Like a load?
What are you looking for?
Synonyms for cum, right? Is
Okay,
that,
yeah.
Semen.
Yeah, spunk.
Ejaculate.
All right, this is getting gross, man. You want to get into a game or two?
Let me think about it. Yeah, Tony, pull it up.
Oh, the biggest spread in 9.5 years, I believe.
Wow, 18.5 points.
They
Wow, that's crazy.
18.5 dogs going into Baltimore for Zapp and the squad. This Cedric Tillman's on IR. I don't think Njoku's going to play. Kevin, here's the thing. A lot of these bad teams do have slight incentive to win because their coaches are on the hot seat. I don't think Kevin's on the hot seat at all. Pretty tough year for the old gang over there in Cleveland, and Baltimore's battling for the division, so they don't even get to play like the backups. There's really no hope here. I'm going to pick Baltimore. It's the first time all year I'm going to pick against Cleveland.
Yeah, Saturday is a full AFC North lineup. It's just going to be this game, and then it's going to be the Steelers and Bengals. And if the Ravens win this one, they automatically get the division. I think that might affect how the Steelers play that game against the Bengals.
Yeah, what's their seeding if they don't get the division and win or lose?
I think they're
got to be a couple spots.
Automatically 6.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I think, which is weird because then I'm pretty sure they play the Ravens.
God, that'd be awesome.
And if they, or wait, no, I think they could be 5. I forget because I think they want to play the Texans.
Yeah, everyone does.
I don't remember how it all works, but I think the Ravens are going to win this game. They have incentive to win it. They're a better team right now.
Browns have incentive to lose.
Yeah, and the Browns should want to lose so they can get that number 1 draft pick.
Yeah, I'd love to see 2 sacks out of Miles though.
Yeah, he was named Pro Bowl.
Yeah,
first team All-American. Same with Jerry Jeudy.
All-American.
Yeah, Jerry Jeudy as well as starting. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome, and because they know that the Browns players are going to be there. Browns players are like, fuck yeah, I'll go to the Pro Bowl. They don't care.
Yeah, they don't have much to do after this game. This game is over. Like, I mean, this game after this is over.
Do you take the spread or no?
No. I don't know. Who cares? I don't care about gambling.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna predict a score. I think that's dumb.
You think that's dumb?
Ravens win this one for me.
By how many, you think?
I don't know. I don't like who knows? You know, I hope it's a scoregami. I'll say that.
You love a scoregami.
A scoregami's cool.
Scoregami's cool. Like, I'll take the Ravens. Let's go.
Yeah, all right.
Great season, Browns. Thank you for all the fun you gave me. Fuckers.
Yeah, thank you.
Sell the fucking team, Jimmy.
Don't do that.
Oh, Jimmy Haslam's a prick. Fuck him. I wish anybody else owned it. We should sell it back to the fans. Up next, we got Steelers, Bengals. The Bengals' hopes are clinging on to a Miami loss and a Denver loss.
Yeah, so Denver's first in line. If they win, they're in.
Yeah.
If they lose and the Dolphins win, the Dolphins are in.
Yeah.
If they both lose and the Bengals win, the Bengals are in. And so strangely enough, I think the Bengals have a shot, and I think they're going to be playing really hard in this game.
I got to, yeah.
And I think they're going to win. Personally, I think they're going to win, and then it'll set up even if like it's just a script thing. I think if like the refs are like, let's just give Joe Burrow whatever. We'll just call a ton of holding on the Steelers so that they can't just run through the Bengals defense nonstop. So that on Sunday, everybody's watching those Denver and Miami games being like, oh, what's going to happen? People will watch the Denver game regardless because they are playing the Chiefs, but Dolphins, Jets, I don't know. I'm taking the Bengals in this one.
I'm taking Steelers. I don't know. I feel like they kind of need the bounce back. If they lose this game and then get bounced in the first round, it's gonna be noisy in Pittsburgh. Yeah,
it always gets a little noisy because they will say like Mike Tomlin is just kind of like always middle of the road now. Yeah. Like it's been a long time since they had a playoff run.
Well, and like we were so high on them a couple weeks ago, this does look like the most complete Pittsburgh team we've seen in a while, and to fall short of, you got to win a first-round game, and you have the division in your grasp, and you've lost 3 straight, and if they lose this one, 4 straight, whatever, and then get bounced first round, it warrants a lot of noise.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. I will just say, trying to have a little bit of hindsight about this going into the season, people were like, is this going to be the year that the Steelers don't go 500? Like, are they going to be below 500 for the first time in Mike Tomlin's career? So I think they exceeded expectations, although they are like on a skid right now.
Yeah.
Kind of akin to, Eagles last year or the Texans this year. Like, it's just kind of like, yeah, they have no momentum going into the playoffs. They've kind of fallen out of a lot of people's power rankings, all of those things. I think it's fine. I don't think anybody expected them to be as good as they were in the middle of the season. And so...
Besides the guys in the locker room.
Well, yeah, but they went in having Justin Fields and Russell Wilson. Nobody knew what was going to happen. It felt like a very uncertain year for the Steelers. So making the playoffs, if they get in and they play the Texans first round, I think they could easily beat the Texans.
True.
But if they go in and play Baltimore, they're going to lose, I think.
It.
So
yeah, I do too. I'm taking them in this game, though. Let's go, Pittsburgh. Ugh, I don't even like saying shit like that.
Yeah.
The red hot, scorching hot Panthers go into Michael Penis's house and try and take off the penis.
Right.
This is a huge game.
It is huge because if the Falcons win this game and the Bucs lose, the Falcons are in.
It's a must win for Atlanta.
Yep.
Carolina's not really they're out of the first pick scenario.
Mm-hmm.
And they are out of all the really bad teams, they have like the most momentum going into next year.
I'd say them and honestly the Patriots.
Yeah, you do. You have your quarterback is the vibe going into next year, which feels really good. They have their quarterback and their running back and a resurgence of Thielen and a promising young wide receiver. I think there's a little more cooking in Carolina, and like their coach isn't. Canales is like safe where Mayo is.
He's questioned. Yeah.
Carolina has the vibes right now. I'd say the only other kind of bad team that feels anything good right now is Dallas, but they're not in the same tier of bad. I think Carolina is like a sexy pick here, but I really liked what I saw from Penis last week. He led a game leading drive there at the end, kind of activated Kyle Pitts in a way he hasn't been. I don't know, just like ran the offense a little more efficiently, and Bijan is like quietly having the best last 5 games of anyone in the league, maybe.
Yeah, give me the Panthers in this one, and for a reason that is really dumb. I've just decided like I want to be like the only one to say stuff, like certain stuff on the internet, because I don't really care about being right or anything. Michael Penis, as we've been calling him,
Junior,
Michael Penis Jr. is only the second left-handed starter in the league. And I think when you've been catching from Kirk Cousins all season, I think the adjustment, it's going to start to show a little bit of rust, and they're going to be like, wait, he's throwing left-handed. This is so confusing. I can't catch the ball. A lot of drops. Tons of Drake London can't catch the ball this week.
You mean second left-handed starter this year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not in history.
Yeah, you just said
Tua, and Tua's not even starting this week, so it's just Michael Penis, only left-handed quarterback, and that's confusing because that vantage point, the release, all those technical things.
They can't throw it out as easily.
Yep. So I'm gonna go with that as like I just want to say it. So
cool.
I felt like saying that, and so I did.
I'm taking Falcons.
Yep. The woke left.
Yeah.
Michael
Okay.
Penis.
Next.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Next.
So I'll go with the Panthers.
Next, I love how this sucks. How like they got to reschedule this. How a lot of these divisional rivalries. I know obviously there's an ideal scenario like Vikings Lions, but like.
It's every single game's divisional this week.
I know, it just sucks that it's put them a little earlier so they're like guaranteed to matter. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but it has to matter. For the ones that do matter, they've got to play each other this week. I think that's just how it should be.
Yeah, it's just there's only one of them.
There's not only one of them. Falcons, Bucks. Like, they're not playing each other, but they're playing divisional rivals, and so they're in the same division.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. I feel like they got to wrap up, like, the third, like, week 16.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think I like how it's this way.
I'm taking Commanders. Not much shakeup here, and the Cowboys have been playing really well. If a couple plays go different last week, they could have won that game. Micah Parsons has looked amazing the last month. Maybe Cooper Rush. Cooper Kupp playing
quarterback.
Maybe Cooper Rush actually earned himself a contract. Fuck it. Bring him to Cleveland. Yeah, I don't care.
He's been good this year.
I say let's have 100 quarterback tryout.
I like it.
Let's give 100 quarterbacks $1 million.
Yep.
That'll be a third of Deshaun's contract.
I think it's a great idea. What happened to Jake Browning?
Yeah, let's try him out.
Let's try him out. His name's Browning.
Bring in Mike White.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Big Mike White.
Let's do, what's his face? Zach Wilson.
Come on. He might be the Sam Darnold the next season.
I think Drew Lock's going to be Horsecock Lock, they call him.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, Brandon Perna calls him that.
I'm taking the Commanders here because I hate the Cowboys. This is kind of a meaningless game, but...
Real quick, Zach Wilson is a motherfucker, right? He's the one who fucks moms?
Yep.
Okay, he's like the young gravy of the NFL?
Yep.
Okay, and he was in Denver this year. Okay,
yep.
Just checking.
He was fucking the moms in New York, though.
Right.
Yeah. And he went to BYU, which you shouldn't be doing any fucking
at all. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, though.
You can soak, though, and you can jump on the bed.
There's a loophole.
Oh.
You want to know how to never have premarital sex?
How?
You just never get married.
I never thought about that. That's good. Yeah, it wasn't premarital sex. It's extramarital.
It's just sex.
Or no, it's just sex.
Just sex.
Yeah.
Nowhere in the Quran or whatever they study does it say. It just says no premarital sex.
Yeah.
And if you never get married, it's not premarital.
Yeah. Wow.
Take that one home and fuck it, kids, or whatever.
Yeah, whatever you gotta do. Hookah. Run with that one. Okay. Yeah. Does this game? Yeah, this matters for seeding. I think the Commanders can be the 5 seed if they win this game or something. They're gonna start people.
Yeah, probably.
Jaden Daniels, Pro Bowl.
Yeah,
very controversial. Should have been Baker, maybe, but
yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I'll take the Commanders.
I'm going Commanders. Bring back the football team. That's what I say. I miss the old names.
Bring back the football team.
Yeah, bring back the old names.
Well, just the football team. Let's not go further than that.
Well, that's an old name.
No, I know. Yeah.
Bring back that old name.
The football team.
Yeah.
That's it.
The Washington football team.
I like that one.
Me too.
All right, next.
Bears-Packers, a dirty little rivalry here going off in Green Bay. The Packers look flawed to a degree.
Yeah, for sure.
The Bears have some incentives here. Do we have any fun incentives here?
I don't know. I think they have an incentive to sit Caleb Williams. Don't get him hurt.
Yeah, true. Let Bagent go out there and ball. But
Bagent and his dumbass dad have been out there being like, "Let my kid play. He's better. He can outplay Caleb."
He probably could.
I honestly think he could too. Yeah, I think
his dad's not dumb. His dad's awesome.
Yeah, he's just a meathead.
Yeah,
I called him dumb.
He probably ain't book smart like you, learning boy, but he would fucking bury you.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I couldn't arm wrestle him. He's the arm wrestling champion of the world.
Like 10 times over. You probably couldn't fight him either.
No, not at all. He's stronger than me. Yeah, sure. But a battle of wits.
Maybe
I got him.
Give me a chance.
I think I got him in the battle of wits. But yeah, I mean, I like Bagent, and I've said I think that he's really good. I think he should play somewhere else as a starter next year.
Yeah.
Whatever. I just say sit Caleb because it's bad if he gets what if he twists an ankle? What if he fucks up?
He's got the whole offseason.
Oh yeah, but what if he lands on his neck or something?
And his eyeballs fall out?
Yeah. What if what if his arm gets torn off?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Like Brock Purdy last week in a meaningless game. That's gonna hurt his contract chances, you know.
It's gonna hurt
injury
him.
Prone bitch.
Yeah.
That's what the
that
word
was
is.
not Purdy.
That wasn't Purdy.
Yeah, I think you sit Caleb, but I don't think they're going to. Whatever. Packers. Gonna win this game.
Packers by a brillion.
Yep. All right. Jags, Colts.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Jags have really screwed themselves.
So have the Colts. Holy shit.
The Colts could have easily been in the playoff conversation here, and then their whole franchise lit on fire, and Pat McAfee disowned them. So that's the worst thing.
I watched that. That was like 20-minute detour during his picks about how he hates the Colts players.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
This is awesome. Someone's got to do it if the coach doesn't do it.
Somebody got to do it.
Steichen's a pussy.
Tell him Peso did it.
Tell him Pat did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pathetic. I feel bad for Joe. He should have been in the playoffs again. It would have been great for the NFL.
What is happening over there? Joe Flacco, I think, might be done, or he's like going to be a third string next year. Like, what is happening with him? And Anthony Richardson, they figured it out. It feels like 1 week they're like, this is our guy. And then next week they're like, we're going to sit him because he sucks.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
He's been having back spasms for 20 years. That came out this week.
Yeah.
In an interview, they were like, oh, it's reported you're having back spasms this week. He's like, yeah, I've had back spasms since the 8th grade. Well, that would have been good to know. Maybe on draft day.
Okay, first of all, that was 4 years ago.
Yeah, true.
Okay, not 20 years. That dude is 20.
Yeah.
Or 21.
I have the Colts here because if Joe plays, I think he's going to go out and just throw it 46 times and have kind of a Flacco-like last game.
Yeah. What's going to happen with Trevor Lawrence, too? Like, is he, like, I know he's not going to play. Like, he's hurt or whatever.
This game, yeah. What do you mean, going into next year?
Yeah, like,
is his contract up?
No, he's just got a big contract. Yeah. I'm just like, it feels so, like, nobody talked about him at all this year. We have the same birthday, by the way. What's up, Trevor?
Yeah.
I looked that up yesterday.
I think it's an enticing position if they fire Dougie in the offseason type shit.
Yeah.
You know, that's like probably one of the best positions you could take. And if the Colts fire Steichen, that's a great one.
Colts are not firing Shane Steichen.
They might clean house.
I guess I could see it if it's like the entire thing, but I mean, Shane Steichen's a great coach.
Yeah, it's just totally 7-9, great season.
Well, the players don't care.
Whose fault is that?
The players.
Be a leader of men, man.
I guess so. I don't know. I don't even. I try not to watch the Colts if I don't have to. So
yeah, me too.
So I don't really have much of a
Shout out Brian Thomas Jr. What an awesome season you had there, pal. Mm-hmm. There's some things to look forward to in Jacksonville. So yeah, fuck off. I got the Colts in this one.
Yeah, I'll take the Colts. I think the Jags, it's a must-lose. Really got to get yourself at least in that top 10 draft pick.
Yeah.
All right, Bills and Pats.
Mitch Trubisky legacy game incoming.
Not starting, though. Josh Allen is starting this game.
Right, to keep his start streak
going.
Which
which is lame, and he's going to play, like, one series. They're saying he could play, like, you know, maybe a couple drives, but, like, why risk this?
Well, it's his call.
Yeah, I think it's dumb. I think it's like I say dumb. Who cares about that? Year. I don't care. You're not Cal Ripken Jr., Josh. Nobody gives a shit if you start or not. Just sit out.
If you're this upset about it, the Lions just played all their starters last week in a meaningless game.
Yeah, I didn't think that was a great idea either.
Yeah, but you're not screaming at them.
I'm pretty sure I screamed at them.
No, you didn't, man.
Yeah, I don't know, but who cares?
I think it's great that players want to keep legacies and records alive. That's the whole reason, like outside of winning championships, it's what you do.
I honestly think that since it's a 17-game season now, I don't give a fuck about any of the records anymore.
Starting consecutive series has nothing to do with how long the season is.
I know, but the other ones do.
Okay, but we're not talking about the other ones. And Saquon's sitting out.
It's the next game.
Saquon's sitting out. He doesn't care.
He wanted to play. I'll get into that. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying, I don't care. Sit Josh. Don't even let him step onto the field. What if he snaps his Achilles and then you're playing fucking Mitch Trubisky?
And what if it pisses him off and it sours the locker room and then going into the playoffs, there's bad vibes because he doesn't like what the coach decided? You got to let your best player make a decision that he wants to keep vibes right.
Oh, I guess it's not vibes, though. It's personal vibes. It's me starting every game. That's fucking dumb, dude.
I don't know.
Pissed about it.
I like it. I love records like that. I'm proud of you, Josh. Great season. I love Mitch Trubisky, too. He's not a bad player.
Yeah, he's not great.
I'm taking the Bills backups to beat the Pats because I think that's the best thing Gerard could do for his job.
See, I was going to say this about the coaches, too. I'm like, everybody's like, they're playing for their job. Like, Gerard Mayo needs to go out and win that game. I'm like, wouldn't it be better coaching to lose?
Yeah, the best thing he could do to assemble a better roster next year would be to lose this game and
literally,
get
like,
the first pick.
Titans coach, they're like, I think he needs to win a game, have some momentum, keep his job. I'm like, lose. That's better for the team. It does not matter if you beat the backups of a playoff team. It doesn't matter.
Robert Kraft's like, well done, Gerard. You really laid it on Mitch.
Yeah. They're like, well, we did want that first spot, but we'll take fifth, you know? Like, yeah, good coach in there, Gerard, you know? It's dumb. I don't know. I'm going to take the Pats to win this one, though. I think they're going to play Drake May, which I also think is a bad call because he had a concussion earlier this season, and he's the future of the team, they're saying. So I think that's dumb. But they're going to play their people, and the Bills are going to not even play like their backups. I'm pretty sure they're just playing random people from Buffalo.
Yeah, they'd probably stand a better chance against that Patriots
I'm pretty sure Conway the Machine's going to take a few snaps. So,
all right, next we got Giants-Eagles. What do you have to say about Saquon here?
Here's the thing. Saquon first press conference said whatever they decide, I'm cool with. I don't care about the record that much. It's whatever, I care more. I'm looking at
a bigger goal.
I'm looking at the Super Bowl, trying to win a Super Bowl. And then they do make the decision, and it is, reported that the decision came from Sirianni when Saquon said he slept on it, decided that he did want to play.
Yeah.
Said, but it is up to you guys. But I will play. I would like to go for that record, be in the history books. He said Sirianni came back, said, we're sitting you. We think it's best for the team. And then he was pissed about it. And now the vibes are awful.
This is what I'm saying with Sean McDermott and Josh Allen. It's like Josh Allen would probably say it's up to the coaching staff, but I want the record. And Sean McDermott said, okay, go get the record. I understand playing one series keeps a record alive is way easier done than this. But like, if you have a guy who's one, new to the team, two, like really put you in the 13-3 position you're in. It's not like Jalen Hurts, who's been there for a while, and you have like the same record as you did last year. Like, this is like their best season. And
yeah, but I'm saying literally the same. Like, I don't care about the record of starting consecutive. That doesn't matter. Like, this record matters in a way that is completely different. I think also the 17-game thing does fuck it up.
I'm saying if it matters to the player and it ruins the vibe based on the coach's decision, that's what matters the most.
But
going into
do
the
we
playoffs.
have a report that says that Josh Allen was like it was talked about?
No, but that's what I'm insinuating, and if that's what happened here, let the guy fucking play.
Okay, but I'm saying that's an insinuation, so it doesn't matter. It's not like Josh Allen would be. We don't know that Josh Allen would care.
Would be pissed.
That's ridiculous.
It's his record. Of course he would be.
Yeah.
And this is Saquon's record to break. I know I'm with you on the 17-game thing. Obviously, there's an asterisk next to it.
Yeah.
But you still get to beat it. And if he wanted to beat it, like, Sirianni's an asshole for benching him.
See, I will say, though, the fact that, like, Saquon went out there and said he doesn't care publicly. Then he comes back and says that he is upset that he's not playing. And so I'm like, it's kind of on Saquon, though. Shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
Don't say that publicly. Don't let people know. Like, why? What's the point?
Well, you kind of have to say, I'll do whatever the coaches want.
Yeah, but he should just say, they made the decision. I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's Philly. Philly's a fucking dumpster fire, always. Who do we get to see this week? Kenny Pickett and fucking the Goon Squad?
Yeah, Kenny Pickett or Tanner McKee, who both were great last week.
The Giants had a terrible win last week, so I expect them to bounce back and lay a classic New York egg.
Yeah, this is a must lose, but Drew Lock is. I mean, he had a perfect passer rating.
Yeah, he's a baller.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I'm kind of worried about that. I'm low key, like Drew Lock said this week, he was like, we're winning.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, don't. He's like, yeah, fuck the Giants.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't give a fuck about the draft pick. No. They got me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're Drew Lock.
He's
like
a
backup on the Seahawks last year.
He loves Gucci, man. I'm going with the Eagles, whatever. Actually, I'm switching it. Drew Lock's a dog. Give me the Giants.
Yeah, Drew Lock is going to fuck the whole thing up over there.
Give me the Giants. That'd be a classic New York, dude. Just a slide to 7th pick.
Yeah. All right.
Bucks Saints.
Okay, Bucks.
Yeah, I got Bucks. This is a clear cut. Really need it. Gotta have it. Especially if I think the Falcons will win, and this will be a must win here for Baker. And there's no one I like more with his back against the wall. Although a few incentives out there, like I said, for Mike Evans.
Mm-hmm.
Bucky is being a Bucky. Yeah, I love the Bucks here. I'd take them by the spread too.
Yeah, I'll take the Bucks. It's Spencer Rattler and the Saints. They've looked fucking terrible, and I
remember when they were 3-0.
I think they were just 2-0, honestly.
Really?
Pretty sure they were 2-0 and then 2-5.
Yeah.
Or 2-7 or something. Yeah. It was like insane. There was a moment where it was, the Saints were marching in. But,
people were like, your car.
Oh, yeah. We were all like, yeah, it was great.
It was awesome.
Yep. He does have beautiful eyelashes.
The Saints were in our power rankings at one point in this season. I just want to remind people of that.
Yeah, and everybody was comparing the Saints and the Vikings, being like, it's all a mirage. And now the Vikings are like maybe the best team in the NFL. Yeah. So, whatever. Sam Darnold for MVP. Okay.
Oh, smokes, man. You turn the heat back on?
No, I didn't do that. You are a sick man.
Oh, Jesus. Yep. Texans Titans. This is a big one.
Oh, yeah.
This is huge.
Yeah, these are my two high school mascots, too.
Does Will Levis get to stay in the NBA or not?
Ah, okay.
Oh, shit. I'm starting to fade.
That's all right. The Texans are playing the backups to their backups. They don't care. They are honestly like worst vibes going into the play. Like, I think their spread in their first playoff game is going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, it'll be sad.
Yeah. Terrible year.
Joe Mixon did have an interesting incentive on this, like 108 yards or something for $1.5 million, but I don't think he's going to play. Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I have the Texans backups here winning just out of like the Titans probably want the draft pick, and I feel like if Will Levis is going to try really hard, that tends to be when he throws 14 picks. So that's what I'll do. I'll take a Will Levis turnover bonanza and a Texans backup victory.
Give me the Titans because they still have, for somehow, the second best defense in the NFL statistically, and against like a terrible like backups for the Texans.
Yeah.
I feel like they can hold them and swaddle them and nurse them back to health or something.
Okay.
Or whatever. I don't know. It's just like, yeah. But honestly, I will say I heard this take and I agree with it. The Texans like kind of need to just win.
No, absolutely.
Like I think they should start their players and go with some momentum because like it doesn't matter if you risk injury. Like you're not making a playoff run unless you have some momentum going in.
Yeah, this is the best practice you could get. You get to play a shitty team, go put your O-line, and it's a good defense, and that's what they need reps on is their offense needs better reps protecting CJ Stroud and now adjusting to the Tank Dell thing. Like they need to figure this shit out and I don't know. I don't think it's a great move. Really, either way, they put themselves in a shitty position because they've been playing shitty. But I kind of agree with you.
I think you start all backup O linemen and then put CJ Stroud back there and see what happens.
That's what they've done for the most of the year.
Yeah.
But at least like a first half starters or something. Like treat it like a preseason game. Like give them a little run or something. Like I just think you haven't earned the right. I don't care if you won your division a month ago. You have not earned the right to sit everyone this week.
Yeah.
It feels bad and whatever. I'm praying for you, CJ. We love you, man.
Yep.
All right, next game. The shitters versus the shitbirds.
Yep.
Brock Purdy ripped his arm apart, and he said it felt like his elbow was on fire. I think
Joshua Dobbs playing this week.
Yeah, who we love.
Shout out, of course. Astronaut.
NASA Dobbs.
Dr. Dobbs.
Yeah, I think that injury really sucks for Brock going into this contract negotiation. Obviously, his losing record and shit doesn't help. But, man, this is really unfortunate game here. Both these teams, I mean, the Cardinals were more promising midseason, but going into this year, obviously Niners were, in the Super Bowl last year.
They were favorites to win the Super Bowl going into the season.
Yeah. So there you go. I have the Cardinals circled here for whatever reason.
Kyler Murray is playing to stay. That he has to win.
That's fair.
Like Kyler Murray is kind of, that's a big question mark. He's one of those, I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I think he's like, so middling that they're like, do we want to commit to more of this?
Right.
So I think he's going to play with some fire. And I think they got a lot of pieces. I think they're like 2 years away from being, they win that division and like are a force, especially with Marvin Harrison developing. Like, I don't know. I like the Cardinals and I think they go out and win this one, but the Niners offense looked better than it has in weeks last week. So
yeah, but no Purdy. So,
well, yeah, it's true. But Joshua Dobbs is kind of crazy.
I love Josh Dobbs.
Yeah, he just shows up and like he has like one game where you're like, holy fuck, that was awesome.
Dude, there was a point last year where we thought he was going to be the Vikings like franchise guy.
Yeah.
Don't forget that.
Yeah, but he played for like 7 teams last year.
All right, shout out Cardinals. That's who I got.
Yeah, I got them too.
Broncos Chiefs, man, this is a big game.
Andy Reid sitting, Patrick Mahomes sitting, Travis Kelce sitting,
Carson Wentz standing tall.
I don't think they're starting him.
Who's gonna start?
They're starting the guy from the practice squad.
Oh no!
I'm pretty sure. I think it's Jake from State Farm.
Oh no!
I think he's gonna do a bundle.
Black Jake or white Jake?
Black Jake.
Nice.
Yeah, the new one.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, yeah, whatever. I don't want to talk about the, comic book stuff, but he was white in the comics. But anyway, it doesn't matter. But canonically he's white, but it's fine. I don't care.
I don't care.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, I mean, the Broncos, like, here's the thing. I am joking when I say Andy Reid is sitting, and I legitimately am like, I kind of feel no matter who's on the field, the Chiefs win this game. Like unless Andy Reid is literally not coaching the game.
I would say it is a classic Sean Payton Week 18 loss here. If Andy Reid goes out and outcoaches you and draws up a serious game plan of screens and trick plays with his backup players and tries to go 16-1, and because that's got to be a Chiefs record going 16-1. It's a franchise record for wins for sure. So yeah,
it's the second best season ever.
Yeah, I will say I'm going to take the Broncos because I do think Sean Payton has some gamesmanship in him, and this game really does matter for AFC playoff implications, but I think it's closer than 8. I think it's like a one-possession game.
I think the Chiefs are going to win this, and it's mainly – I know Bo Nix is 30, but he's still a rookie, and I don't know how he is in pressure situations yet. Sean Payton's a great coach in pressure situations for sure. Well, yeah, maybe not. I don't know. He's just a good coach.
He's a good coach, but he's definitely blown some cocks in the bathroom before.
That's true. Yeah, and blown some clouds that time you hit that bong.
With them boys,
fire.
with them underage boys.
That was
hit that bong.
sick as hell.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. I think the Chiefs are gonna win this one, and I think it's gonna be heartbreaking for the Broncos.
It will.
It's gonna be horrible.
It'll be absolutely heartbreaking. I have a similar pick coming up, kind of like that.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it circled.
Let's go next here. We got Seahawks versus Grambos. Rams starters are sitting. Like we said, Geno has $6 million. I'd like to know the most incentives ever in a last game, because to me that feels like an easy candidate.
I think Brock Purdy, if he was playing this week, would have the most. it'd be like 20 million.
Yeah.
It'd be like, hey, you're gonna get paid 30 million or 50 million.
Yeah.
But
like on the books, Geno's got 6 down. It's still a rivalry game. No starters for the Rams. I'm gonna take the Seahawks.
Yeah, I'll take the Seahawks as well. I think, the Rams have been so decimated by injury halfway through the season that I think they gotta keep everybody healthy. And I think, they're a team that doesn't function on momentum the same way. They are just kind of scary in the playoffs.
That's what I think, because you got Cooper Kupp and Stafford and like some more vets. Like, what really
also just Puka is explosive.
Yeah.
So.
What sucks about the Texans is just they're so young. Like, I think they have to run on momentum a little more than teams like the Rams.
Yeah, same with the Packers. Like, Packers got to go beat the Bears because they are a young team.
Yeah, and you have Sean McVay, who's like steadfast genius that you can always be like, we don't really care that we lost 3 in a row.
Well,
all right. Next.
Chargers, Raiders.
Ooh, God.
This game don't matter.
Nope. I got Chargers. The Raiders have really fucked up and won a couple that they shouldn't have. Aiden O'Connell actually looks decent.
I guess.
Jacoby Myers is a great receiver. Whatever. I have Chargers here. They've been putting up some buckets.
They gotta lose. Raiders gotta lose.
They got to. You
gotta lose. At this point, it's like you're trying to lose so that you have a pick that's high enough that you can bundle it with something else and trade up to get Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah,
that's pretty much it. But I don't know if the Raiders players care about that.
They don't.
They Antonio Pierce is going to be gone. I don't know. I feel like the Raiders might win, and it's going to be just so bad. Like, don't do that. But wait, do the Chargers playing for seeding or no?
I think so. Yeah, everybody is at like 10-6, 9-7.
Oh, it's the Steelers. So if the Steelers lose and the Chargers win, they're the 5 seed, and the Steelers are the 6 seed.
Yeah.
So the Steelers.
So it's a matter of like playing the Houston or Baltimore. So it is an important game.
Right. You could get the Harbaugh Bowl though, and I think the script writers like that.
Of course they do.
Yeah. I don't know who to pick.
I think Jim Harbaugh wipes his ass with Antonio Pierce's handkerchief.
All right, I'll go with that. That's fine with me.
All right, next. Here it is. I got the Jets, and I got the Jets because, hey, their defense still has people on it, and if Dolphins had Tua, no question. And I know Tyler Huntley played really well last week, but he was playing the Cleveland shitters.
Right.
I don't think Tyler Huntley can go into New York and get you a game here. I know they got a lot of weapons, and I think it's like an Aaron Rodgers.
I have a question, though. Is Aaron Rodgers going to start?
I think so.
I think they should worry about that.
Why? You think he'll throw the game on purpose?
No, I think he'll win the game on purpose.
That's what I mean, yeah. I think that's what
And then, he'll be like, fuck the Jets. Good luck with your 12th draft pick.
Yeah.
Like the 12th
But it's like an interim coach. I don't know. Like I think it causes more like league-wide trouble if you bench him.
Yeah, but they've already said they're parting ways. Like pretty much.
It'll be interesting. I think if Aaron plays and Tyler Huntley starts, which it's looking like it's going to, I have the Jets.
As much as I said that, and I really I want the Bengals to be in the playoffs, not because I like them, but because I think they're actually good.
A threat, yeah.
They're like better in the second half of the season than the Dolphins have been. I don't want a conversation about Tua going into the playoff. Like, I don't want to deal with that. It just doesn't feel like as fun. I don't think they're an actual threat to anybody. I think the Bengals could catch fire. We've seen them beat the Chiefs before. I don't know if the Jets / Aaron Rodgers are good enough to win, even if they're like trying to do it as a spite.
Yeah.
They are so bad. It was 40-0 last week.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers said, about time to take me out of the game, right? About to maybe put Tyrod in there. He said that.
Yeah, you would have too.
He was like, about time, right? I'm like, dude, I don't know if he's good enough to do it anymore. Like, I mean, I still want him to play for Cleveland.
Yeah, come on, baby.
Just to sell jerseys and shit. Like,
last run.
I don't give a fuck about it. Like, we suck. Who cares?
Yeah.
Draft Travis Hunter, take Aaron Rodgers for like $500,000.
And Devontae.
Yeah, bring Devontae too. That's fine. Jerry Jeudy and Devontae. And Travis Hunter can do like a 60% snap share on offense. That's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to go with the Dolphins, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's fair.
I hope they don't win.
It's a smart pick, but.
All
right, and now for the greatest regular season game in the history of the NFL.
Yeah, at least in our lifetime. This is insane.
3-point spread is too much, I think. I think this should just be a 1-point absolute pick'em toss-up. There's no reason. It's 3. I mean, you get 3 at home by default, but I think Minnesota's a little better right now, so I think that should bring it down to 1. Biggest news here, I think, going into this game, is Alex Anzalone, full participant in practice this week, and their punt returner, whose name escapes me, Shahir, maybe? Yeah.
That's a Bills wide receiver, but
no, that's Shakir.
Oh yeah, you're right.
The Lions get a punt returner back potentially, and their leading tackler, at least when he went out with injury, Alex Anzalone could be back. That's huge against a team where tackling really matters when you have a good running back and 2 great receivers in the Vikings. That edge makes me pick the Lions. I think it's that close that a player like that could swing it. Za'Darius has a little 2-sack incentive. I think he's going to be really shooting out of a cannon here with his second life in Detroit. It could look a lot like the Bills game did. It could look a lot like their first matchup where it's 31-28 or whatever, a Jake Bates field goal at the end. Kind of comes down to who can force a turnover.
I want to pick the Lions so bad. I don't think it's going to happen. It's just that defense. I know Alex Anzalone is a huge piece. That changes things a little bit, but that defense looked so bad in the first half of that game.
Yeah.
Last week that I was like, oh, it's not like, okay, they went from like, a top 5 defense to like, they're like 15. Like, to me, just off of the last couple games, it's gone, like, it's trended downward. And I'm like, they might be one of the worst defenses going into the playoffs. And I'm really worried about that, especially against this offense. They have been clicking in such a way that I think it literally is like, it's up to, Kirby Joseph to get out. You have to force turnovers. Yeah. You have to get, like Aaron Jones to fumble. He's had a few fumbles this year. He
might not even play.
Aaron Jones might not?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Sources are saying he's game time decision, and you'd like to think he'll play through whatever. But regardless, I think if he does play, he's banged up.
Okay. Who's their backup?
Great question.
I know his name. It's escaping me right now. But okay. I unfortunately think the Vikings have this one. I just think it's a vibes thing. I love when the Lions have like a chip on their shoulder and all that. That's great. I just don't know if it's going to be enough to overcome what the Vikings have right now. Sam Darnold in MVP conversations. They clearly love him in the locker room. They're already shopping around JJ McCarthy. They are that wide receiver room, and plus Hawkinson is like, it's one of the best going into the playoffs for sure. I feel like the fact that you've got Jalen Naylor as your third option, and then you've got Jordan Addison at 2 and Justin Jefferson. It's like, I don't know. They're too good right now, and their defensive schemes are great too. And so I think just on both sides of the ball, they've got enough to overcome this Lions team. I think as much as the Lions have not, last year they struggled playing outside, they do have an undefeated away record this year.
Yeah.
And I think they could mount still like a good playoff campaign, maybe overcome this, play the Vikings again.
Yeah.
And beat them in the playoffs.
I think whoever wins this goes to the Super Bowl of the NFC.
I know. I think that's probably a smart pick, and I understand it feels like that, but I think the Lions love adversity, and so we'll see.
Grit, baby.
Yeah, it's all about grit.
It's all about grit.
But I'm picking the Vikings. I wish I wasn't. I'm rooting against the Vikings, but I'm picking them to win. I think it's a smarter pick right now.
I'm going with Lions, and that wraps 18 weeks of predictions with my good friend Riley Savage and an inaugural season here on Cheap Seats. But hold up, we're not done. We got some playoff content for you.
Playoff content, other games and stuff, year-end trivia stuff.
Yes.
We're going to be doing a lot of fun stuff on this channel. And also, in the off season, we'll drop some stuff on here too. So subscribe to the channel, keep up with it. Next season, we're going to try to even we're going to ramp it up.
Oh,
we're going to do more
Production
stuff.
value is going to be crazy.
It's going to be way up there. Obviously, we're broke right now. And so we need
all my medical bills.
we need subscriptions. We need likes. On the other
shares,
channels, Hivemind Unlimited, Hivemind Limited, Hivemind, the merch on Coach.shop.
Gotta buy it.
As much money as you can give us, we need that so that we can start playing clips on here.
And so we can go to football games.
And we also want Alex
Anzalone.
We want people to work. And right now I feel like we're not maybe we're just not paying people enough because nobody really shows up for work except for us now.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
I think.
I'm running a fever. I love you guys. Let's go Browns. Thank you for a great year.
Let's go Browns. This has been Cheap Seats.
Go Lions.
Go Lions.
Go Cavs.
Go Cat. Yeah, all the stuff that he's saying. And then also thank you. And we'll see you for power rankings, post regular season power rankings on Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday. We'll see.
Tuesday. Roll it, Tony. I'm going to puke.